History of yoga. History of yoga. Yoga is one of the oldest and richest sciences of the world, originated in India, which is very helpful and useful in getting and maintain the physical, mental and moral health. The exact history and origins of yoga is uncertain and undetermined. However, there are pieces that are connected and have allowed us to make some conclusions. It is known that yoga originated from the East. The earliest signs of yoga appear in ancient shamanism. Evidence of yoga postures were found on artifacts that date back to 3000 BC. Evidence of yoga is found in the oldest existing text, Rig Veda. The history of yoga can be classified into 4 broad categories. We will be discussing about them in this article. See more. Meditation to increase concentration, Vedic yoga. The yogic teachings mentioned in Rig Veda and other ancient hymns are known as Vedic yoga. The existence of the Vedas marks this period. It was characterized by rituals and ceremonies that attempt to surpass the restrictions of the mind. During this time, the Vedic people relied on rishis or dedicated Vedic yogis to teach them how to live in seraphic harmony. Rishis were also gifted with the ability to see the ultimate reality through their rigorous spiritual doings. It was also during this time that yogis living in isolation or solitude were recorded. See more. Surya Namaskar benefits, pre-classical yoga. The creation of the Upanishads marks the pre-classical yoga. Yoga shares some similarities between Hinduism and Buddhism that has been traced to the history. During the 6th century BC, Buddha started teaching Buddhism, which stresses the importance of meditation and the practice of physical postures. Siddhartha Gautama, the first Buddhist to study yoga, achieved erudition of knowledge at the age of 35. The Bhagavad Gita or Lord's Song was created, and this is currently the oldest known yoga scripture. However, it doesn't enlighten us as to when and wherein yoga could have started. The Gita then tried to unify Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Karma Yoga, and it is because of this that it has gained importance. See more. How to meditate for beginners, classical period. The classical period is characterized by another creation, the Yoga Sutra. Written by Patanjali in the 2nd century, it was an attempt to define and decriminalize classical yoga. It is composed of 195 sutras to enlighten us upon the Raja Yoga and its underlying principle, Patanjali's eightfold path of yoga. This time, yogis attempted to use yoga techniques to change the body and make it immortal. These are Yama, which means social restraints or ethical values. Nama, which is personal observance of purity, tolerance, and study. Asanas or physical exercises. Pranayama, which means breath control or regulation. Pratyahara or sense withdrawal in preparation for meditation. Dharana, which is about concentration. Dhyana, which means meditation. Samadhi, which means ecstasy. Post-classical yoga. Yoga was introduced in the West during the early 19th century. It was first studied as part of Eastern philosophy and struck as a movement to promote health and vegetarian eating in the 1930s. By the 1960s, there were a whole lot of teachers expounding on the knowledge of yoga. One of them was Maharishi Mahesh, the yogi who popularized transcendental meditation. Another one is a prominent yoga guru, Swami Shivananda. Shivananda was a doctor in Malaysia and he later opened schools in America, and up to this day, yoga continues to proliferate and spread its teachings, crossing the boundaries of culture and language. Source, Shutterstock.